That'll be the easiest.
All right. Yeah, you're going to follow me on this journey.
I'm going to follow you.
We're going to go where? We're going where?
To Vape Go.
Okay, and what's the name of the shop?
Awakening.
Awakening. Something that's probably missing in a lot of folks' lives.
That's right. We're
All
going
right.
to wake them up.
We're going to wake them up. Let's see.
Good camera crews.
Fixate on so many different objects. Art. Yeah. What was about this? The camera person sort of pans around.
Show us about awakening. It's a spiritual awakening from the slumber you start down there on the end.
Okay. So you take this journey here and it comes like this here?
Around to the awakening.
All right, let's get Dirk on this journey.
Let's get some on the journey. Perspective. And this is 1987, and I was a young man, and I was actually in prison when I painted this in a prison cell.
And they let you keep it?
That was the only thing I walked out of there with this and another painting.
And your state of mind.
And my a new state of mind.
A new state of mind.
Right, and so this sculpture here is called Prisoner, and it's reflective of that time. And then I moved out. I got out in 1992. I served 7.5 years in Ohio, where they filmed the movie Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
That's Ohio State Reformatory. And I got out in 92. And I started on my journey. I saw a monk in 1965 when I was 4 years old that set himself on fire.
Yeah.
They were protesting in Vietnam.
Yes.
And I saw that and I was like, how could he do that without moving? There must be something more to this life than the physical body. And he found that place and I went looking for it, and that was my journey. So there's a painting over there, it's called Journey. We'll get around to that. So this is portrait series number 1, which is just like a self-reflective portrait. This is called Gestation Revisited. So it was a regestation, but on the spiritual realm, which brought me into a new birth. This is a canvas sculpture called New Birth, and it's a fetus.
How long to create something like this?
It took 5 years to figure out how to stretch a canvas like that, and now I can do a piece like this in like 3 days.
So this is your unique development with canvas?
Right. This is all stretched canvas.
Amazing.
So it took you your first one 5 years.
It took 5 years to figure. I knew I could see what I wanted to do, but it took 5 years to get the mechanics down. How do you make a canvas stretch?
Without destroying it.
Yeah, and keep it one piece.
Yeah.
So someone that is literally blind, because this is an awakening, could experience, you can touch these,
Right.
can experience a stretched canvas painting, even though you can't see with,
Yeah.
you see.
And
you can
feel the face.
You can feel it. So then it comes down to, this is Reflection Series number 2, Rooted in Reflection. That's the,
So what was your motivation to keep this going?
I was in the middle of this practice, which I still have today. It's been like 20-something years in this practice. And as I went through these modalities within that practice, these are the renderings. It's the story of that awakening.
So my thoughts now is, what is your spiritual drive? Where do you tap in to your experience, the monk setting himself afire to protest the war in Vietnam? So what do you fuel your energy off of? Maybe that's the question.
Well, now I'm coming from the other side because I've passed through.
Okay.
And
so you've been through the fire.
yes,
Okay.
yes. And I came to the realization, from no thing I came to no thing I return, which is consciousness solidified into a tangible being. So this is just a shell,
Oh, right.
you see.
This is a canvas.
This is the shell, and
Okay.
the spirit is within. So I'm you, and you're me, but it's the same spirit split into two different shells, having two different experiences in this tangible reality.
Quite interesting. And this piece here.
Cocoon of consciousness. This is where I got to that understanding and then went into that cocoon, just like a butterfly.
Part of your metaphor. So
That's right.
Continuing.
To continue to come out into the all, to merge with the all. So at that point right there, once I emerged from this, I became part of the all, not separated from it.
Okay. So where are you at in this world that we live in? Do you find more people like you as you evolve, or is it sort of like an isolated world?
It's
in
an
many
isolated.
ways?
It's isolated. It's isolated because to try to first thing you would have to do, because you have to go through what's called the death of the shaman. You have to literally die to the point where you come into an equilibrium where you are dead and alive at the same time. That's immortality. And in order to transfer that to a society like this, which is bound by a core reality, a ego retraining has to happen before you can even comprehend that.
So do you think your time being incarcerated was a cleansing process for you to get to this stage where you're at now?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because that amount of pressure, you see, it either make you or break you. You either collapse and fold under, or you'll begin to reach for something more. In my case, I was able to reflect back on that monk, and I went looking for what he had, and I knew that that would free me physically from that situation.
Okay. And to the viewers out there, if they want a little bit more, how would they get in contact with you? Because I don't want to show them the whole thing.
Okay.
I don't want to give them the whole thing.
Okay, I'm on Facebook, Joey Dott. Go check it out.
Say that name again.
Joey Dott, JoeyDott.
All right. One last piece I have
Okay.
to run down to,
All right.
just out of curiosity. Because when you talk about crucifixion, when you talk about the cross, a lot of folks have different interpretations of it. And what is yours?
And that's why this is called artifact.
Walk right into it, didn't you?
Yes, you did. That's good. This is artifact because from this perspective right here, from what people look at the cross, they think of Jesus, they think of it. The message was lost. They went straight to the body. They're still on the body. That's why this cross is bent like that. It's because of the weight that people keep hanging on the body of Jesus and not the consciousness. So even when Jesus says, I will return and everybody will be able to see me, the only way that's possible on a sphere, what if he comes in New York? Well, you can't see him over here. There's only one way that's possible. It has to be a consciousness. So the Christ consciousness returns, and what it brings with it is awareness. You see, you got to lift to the gift.
Okay.
Okay?
And on that note, we're going to end it.
Thank you very much.
All right, then. Thank
Appreciate
you,
that.
sir.
Thank you.
What a journey, and there's still more to come.
Yes, sir. All right.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Appreciate that.
Thank
I'm
you.
going-